Hey everybody, this is Jeff and Jordan from BestPriceNutrition.com. Today we're here to talk about Abnormal. This is one of Blackstone Labs' most popular pro hormones. It is a 19 NOR and it's really good for overall size, strength. It's just overall great stackable pro hormone.
Yeah.
So I'm here with Jordan. Jordan's a pro on pro hormones. You can probably see you on the live shows that we do quite a bit. So I wanted to bring him in here, kind of to go over the ingredients. There's not too many in this product, but he can give us a little bit more of detail of the specific ingredients, why they're there, and just kind of an overview of the product itself. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so Blackstone Labs, the Abnormal. Blackstone Labs in general, for any of you that know, Blackstone's one of the, it's been around for a really long time. They're known as more of a hardcore bodybuilding style type brand. So pro hormones are definitely their go-to. So yeah, Abnormal, it's a 19 NOR DHEA blend. It's got 3 different forms in there. So you got your 19 NOR, just standard, you got the decanate and the enthanate. So it's got 3 different forms. One's like the enthanate that are gonna be more quick acting, quicker releasing, and then other ones that are gonna be a little bit slower. So dosing wise, we're looking at about 50 milligrams that you take twice per day. One in the morning, one in the afternoon. Usually best to be taken before workout, depending on what time you're working out at. Now, this can be stacked with quite a few different items. 19 NORs can be used whether you're bulking or cutting. I kind of recommend that you take them regardless of what you're doing because they go so well. Whether you're taking it with a 4-andro or 1-andro, epi-andros, you can kind of take it with anything that you're doing.
what about the methaquad?
You could do the methaquad. Yeah, absolutely. You can do the methaquad, you could do the chosen one, you could do brutal force. Methaquad has a 1-andro, 4-andro, so it's kind of a 4-in-1, and that's a great stacking pro hormone that goes along with it. So, good thing about 19 NORs is they do not aromatize. You don't have to worry about any estrogen conversion.
And it's
and it's really good for the joints as well. Now, questions we may get from customers is how does Abnormal compare to things like Decabolin from high-tech pharmaceuticals or Decadurabolin?
Yes.
Same exact ingredient, except Decabolin you're going to be getting 75 milligrams per tablet, so it's a little bit stronger. And then obviously Decadurabolin is 200 milligrams taken once a day. So definitely Decadurabolin, Decabolin, and then Abnormal. But overall, this is a fantastic product. If you haven't tried Blackstone Labs products before, I would definitely give this one a go. But again, you could take this with any cutting cycle. It doesn't even have to be a Blackstone product. You could take it with one test. You could take it with Winstrol, dimethazine, or if you're trying to bulk up, get some size because this is real good for the joints, you could take it with Methaquad, Brutal Force, Sustanon. Any pro hormone cycle, I love adding a 19-andro on there. Yeah.
And you compared it to the high-tech pharmaceuticals ones. Now, one difference is the high-tech pharmaceuticals I noticed don't have different esters, so it's a single one.
It's usually just a single ester. The only one that's a different one is the high-tech pharmaceuticals, the Trenibol. That one does have the enthanate form of the 19. Yeah, so that one's a quicker acting one. So again, this is good because it has different forms. So the second you take it, you're getting instant release, and then a delayed release that lasts longer, throughout the body. Which is why it does have you take 2 per day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. So you are getting that ingredient, 24 hours per day, pretty much.
Okay. Now with this, we've talked about before, some women are interested in taking pro hormones.
Yeah.
Women shouldn't, but they do. So, and I know that normally during their shows, we talk about 19 NOR being the least androgenic and good for women.
Yeah.
So, if a woman's gonna take something, is the 19 NOR good, or is the Abnormal a good choice?
Versus I know we recommend a lot of times the Decabolin, not so much the Decadurabolin because it's a higher dose.
Yes.
This actually is probably a better choice because it is a lower dose. So yes, while we don't normally recommend pro hormones for women, definitely, again, if you are a woman wanting to do pro hormones, definitely do some research because it does have an adverse effect on your hormones. But this would be the safest one to take, followed by Blackstone makes a really good women's hormone product, Harmonize. The formula on it is fantastic. I think it's the absolute best women's hormone support on the supplement market in general. But again, if you're going to do pro hormones, again, I try to push you to more of the natural products. This would be the one I would take versus Decabolin.
All right, that's a good recommendation on the Harmonize.
Yeah.
And talking about hormones, So we all know that, you know, prohormones now are not methylated. There is a product called Gear Support by Blackstone Labs.
Yeah.
Is that essential to take? Is it just optional, or what are your thoughts on that?
It's always optional. However, I do recommend, you know, again, everybody's lifestyle is different. Liver, organ, cardiovascular support, especially as you get older, I always recommend that you take something that supports like your internal organs. So while these are not methylated, I still always recommend, whether it's high-tech Liver RX or Blackstone Gear Support, I always recommend a liver, organ, cardiovascular, something internal support, some cycle support.
All right. And we usually talk about when you're taking a prohormone, take it for 60 days, which would be 2 bottles of this.
Yeah.
Would you recommend Blackstone Labs PCT5 afterwards? Okay.
Yeah, no, the good thing about PCT5 is, you know, Blackstone product, they're going to make it to go with their specific products. So, I mean, PCT5 is a wonderful post-cycle product. It has aromatase in there, which is going to help with blocking estrogen, and then as well as natural testosterone support to basically, you know, most prohormones, it's a very, very minimal suppression, but it is enough that, you know, you do need to be taking post-cycle therapy to make sure that your natural levels are functioning properly, especially when you come off cycle. Obviously, you know, you just spent 8 weeks on pro-hormone cycle, making all these gains. The last thing you want to do is lose it all overnight because you're not taking care of yourself internally.
Okay, that's good. All right, guys. Jordan, thank you for that. That was very informative. Hopefully that makes you, you know, you can make a better decision of whether Abnormal is a good product for you. But again, if you do have more questions, you can post them down below. Jordan, I, John, we're all here to answer these questions for you. Otherwise, you can always go to BestPriceNutrition.com and call us, live chat with us. We're all here to help. If you've taken Abnormal before, post it down below. Let us know and let others know what you thought. If you like this video with Jordan and I, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to get more videos like this. Again, thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.